Okay, so I've written 4 to 3 as a fraction and 20 to 15 as a fraction. And this is a legitimate way to write a ratio. Okay, so then step 2 is see if there is a common multiplier or divisor. Okay. So then to see if there's a common multiplier or divisor. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say, okay, how do I get from 4 to 20? By multiplying or dividing. 4 times 5 equals 20. Okay, so then I do the same on the bottom and I say in the denominator, how do I get from 3 to 15? By multiplying by 5 also, by 5. Okay, so then step 2 says see if there's a common multiplier or divisor. Since I multiply by 5 in the numerator and the denominator, these are equivalent ratios. Yes, equivalent ratios. Okay, and I know this because just like from earlier when we were talking about the diagrams, this first one says, hey, I've got 4 squares and 3 circles. And the second one says, I've got 20 squares and 15 circles. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, and 15. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. Okay. Hey, look what I've done is I've set up these equivalent ratios into 5 different groups. And altogether, I've got 20 squares and 15 circles. Or in one group, I have 4 squares and 3 circles. Okay, so we can do it by checking with multiplication. Let's try another one. I'm going to start a new page. All right, so this one is our 5 sevenths and 5 to 7 and 10 to 21 equivalent ratios. So again, I'm going to follow those steps that I set out last time. Step 1 is I want to make them fractions. Okay, so 5 to 7 is the same as 5 sevenths. That's my ratio as a fraction. 10 to 21 is 10 over 21, or 10 21sts. Okay. Step 2 is see if there is a common multiplier or divisor. Okay, so I'm going to do this. I'm going to look across. I'm going to do it in red again, just like last time. So I want to figure out how do I get from 5 to 10? What do I need to multiply or divide by? Well, to get from 5 to 10, I need to multiply by 2, because 5 times 2 equals 10. All right, so then how do I get from 7 to 21? Multiplying or dividing? Well, to get from 7 to 21, I need to multiply also, but this time I'm multiplying by 3. Okay, so here I have a 2 on the top and a 3 on the bottom. This means that this is not an equivalent ratio. Okay, because in order to have an equivalent ratio, you have to have the same multiplier on the top as you have on the bottom. This tells me that I can't make equal groups and end up with 10 to 21. I cannot make equal groups. Okay, because if I make, let's say I've got 5 boxes and 7 circles. If I have 2 groups of that, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, then I end up with 10 boxes and 14 circles. This is 10 to 14, not 10 to 21. This is completely different. They are not equivalent ratios. Okay? So to find equivalent ratios, you just have to make sure that the numerator is multiplied by the same number as the denominator. So multiply top and bottom by the same number. Okay, that's how you find equivalent ratios.